Well, we're skipping the intro, and
Yep,
we're
I
gonna
guess.
find out. We're gonna find out if I did this right or not. Clearly, we are not coming out to you live Monday morning as we often try to do. I am dressed like this because I just walked out of the woods after going to war with vines, and you can see here I am the defeater of vines. I have many more to defeat, but Nathan, one day you're going to have a house in the woods, and you're going to hate vines every bit as much as I do.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I am sure of that.
But yeah, I tend to injure myself and just go to town on these things, and it's hard for me to let up once I start. So I was out
Yeah.
there kind of till the last minute. But folks, it's actually Friday early in the afternoon. We're going to have this go live, so you won't be seeing it live unless I did it wrong again. Shouldn't be seeing it live. But what we're going to do today, well, here, I'll just start from the top. Welcome to the Realty Rundown from the Nick Wise team. I am Nick Wise. With me, as always, is Nathan Schwartz. And today we are planning to kind of just discuss where we're at as far as our business and what clients we've got, what they're listing, and what they're looking for. So, a little bit different episode for us today. Nate, I'm going to kind of jump into some of the sellers that I've
Yeah.
got right now, and I'll try not to use too much real estate lingo, but we just listed three houses this week. On Wednesday, the estate on Helen Street in Bristol
Mm-hmm.
went for market. So, probably by the time this episode airs, that is going to be sold. We
Yeah.
did get two offers on that today. Pretty decent offers overall. I think we're going to be able to work with one, if not both of them would be suitable offers. So that is a 3-bed, 1.5 bath in Bristol. It's in Middlebury School District, which is always real popular, but it's probably not going to do us a whole lot of good mentioning it on here because it looks like that one is already sold. And then if you have anybody looking in Granger, we did just also list a home over in Granger at 50513 Mercury Drive. That's a really neat and unique house. It's a ranch, but it's a big ranch with a big full walkout, multiple doors walking out to the lower level, out to the yard. And it's really neat because upstairs it has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Both bathrooms have been fully remodeled. They're absolutely gorgeous. And then downstairs, there are 3 bedrooms. One's certainly a little small. One is massive, and the massive one is actually en suite as well. So it has its own full bathroom. And then there's a kitchen down there as well. So all said, I think there's somewhere over 3,000 square feet finished in that house, and that just hit the market for 329.9. So we've got a few showings on it already. That just went up on the market yesterday. Got some showings set up on it over the weekend, so we'll see how long that one lasts. But if you know anybody looking for a big 5-bed, 3-bath home with the potential there for an in-law suite or even to rent out the lower level, that's a pretty dynamic opportunity there. And then today, just this morning, listed a home that I had sold years ago to a really wonderful couple in River Park. So it's
Hmm.
142 River Park Drive, Middlebury, Indiana. Some of the beautiful villas that we have here in Middlebury. Really, it's not retirement living, but a lot of the folks in there are 55 and up, just because that's kind of how it's gone. Just because that is such a unique area, especially for Middlebury, where all the maintenance on the exterior is done for you. It is a true full offering homeowners association, really beautiful homes. And this one I think stands above most in that it is almost totally remodeled. It's got all fresh paint, beautiful maple hardwood flooring. Uh, Kitchen's got stone surface countertops. Bathrooms are beautiful. It's just really, really well kept. The lower level is totally finished. So all in all, that is a 3-bedroom, 3 full bathroom home with about 2,400 square foot.
Nice.
I think is what we've got. That's not true. It's about 2,200 square foot on that property, and that just hit the market today for 349.9. There was another one that another agent listed in the same subdivision. It's 10,000 less, but it has about 200 square foot less. So you're basically losing a living room for $10,000. So we think that that is a really, really good value. And especially, in River Park and Middlebury, they just don't come up that often. It's got an amazing view out back. It looks out east. Actually, to some of my Amish cousins who have horses and chickens, and we put a picture up of the sunset that they get, or the sunrise that they get over there, because it's absolutely gorgeous. You got Trex decking out back that looks out over that sunset. So it's a really, really neat and unique property. Even in River Park itself, it's got a lot of unique features. So that's definitely one I would encourage people to talk about. We had some other ones that we listed in the last week. 53157 Brookfield Drive in Elkhart. That was a really affordable starter home kind of thing with a price of $229,900. That did go pending already. I think everything else that we've got right now is pending. I've got a commercial property. Yeah, I do have a commercial property, 1801 Wood Street. That is a really nice, basically it used to be a butcher shop back in the day. So this is in the East Jackson area, which is a really great area of Elkhart, kind of close-ish to 17, but also really close to downtown Elkhart, but in a residential neighborhood. So it's a really unique property. But it was a butcher shop. It was a restaurant that did a lot of catering. Right now it's a custom cabinetry shop, Snyder's Cabinetry. A good friend of mine, Brian Snyder, has put it up for sale. He's getting to the point where he's going to go ahead and retire, something that we all aim for at some point, right? Congrats to Brian for getting to that point. And that could be a turnkey business. So if you've got a woodworker in your life, or if you've got somebody that just needs the big space, because there's a ton of uses for this, that is priced at $185, I believe we've got that at. And I feel like that's a really good value for everything that could be offered there. Brian would be willing to leave a lot of the equipment too, especially the heavy equipment. Could be negotiable to stay with that property. So it's really a turnkey opportunity if someone wanted to continue some kind of woodworking or cabinetry shop. I think that's it for me, Nate. I know you've got some buyers who are chomping at the bit for homes. Poor Nate's worked like 70 hours a week for the last couple of weeks trying to find people homes. Nate, what are we looking for? What can we match?
So I've got a list of about 4 of them here. But buyer number 1, they're looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath in Goshen, trying to keep it under $250,000 if they can. Buyer number 2, this couple I feel bad for. They've been looking for quite some time. We're hoping to find something soon, but they're looking for hopefully a 3-bed, 2-bath, no more than 30 minutes from Elkhart General due to some work stuff, with a large outbuilding under $400,000. So see if we can get something for them. And then third buyer, looking on the upper St. Joe River, at least 3-bed, 2-bath. They want a nice large kitchen and dining room for the kids, under $650,000. And then the fourth buyer down in Wawasee Schools, looking for at least a 2-bed, 1-bath, trying to keep it under $240,000 if they can, with either a detached or attached garage. So they'd prefer, a little bit of a bigger lot, maybe half an acre. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. That was kind of fast, but that's
well, it sounds like we've got a couple folks who are looking in that really difficult starter market, with the 2-bed, 2-bath, or 2-bed, 1-bath, in the Goshen or Wawasee area. Those are tough to find. And, the numbers that you threw out there, 240 and 250 is what they're willing and able to spend. We're at a point now where if you've got, a 1,100 square foot house, a 1,200 square foot house, and you're wondering what it's worth, it's probably worth, if it's in good shape and it's been updated, it's probably worth 240, 250. So you might be surprised. Give Nathan or I a call if you're even thinking about selling. You've got something like that. Maybe you're thinking about jumping up to something a little bigger. You've got some kids or whatever it may be in your life, and you're thinking about getting a little bit bigger house. We've got buyers right now. Especially for that market. I think that's a very, very hot market right now. And then, I know who the folks are on the riverfront, and I won't say any names. We said we're not going to say names, right? But hi, guys, it's you. They've been looking for a little while now. Really a wonderful couple. Would love to find them a place. You got a fisherman there in the family who definitely wants to be on the river. But I think they're pretty open. They want a nice home, obviously. Who doesn't? But again, if you've got something that's got river access, even, I think they would consider looking at as well.
I think so too.
Yeah, if you got something like that, definitely give us a holler, because we've got a buyer who's definitely ready and willing to go there. Cool. Well, I think like I said, Nate's been working a ton. I've had a really busy couple weeks too. So the market, if you're wondering, the market's still, I would say, pretty hot.
It is.
This crazy stock market. I haven't had the guts to look at it today. Yesterday, I lost a car's worth of value.
I haven't looked at it yet. I don't want to.
Terrifying. These stupid. I'm not going to say the stupid tariffs because I don't want to get political. But stupid tariffs. They're beautiful, wonderful tariffs. They definitely are not a favorite of the stock market. Whether they work long term or not, we'll see. That's not. We're not economists. We're not going to predict that. But I can tell you the real estate market is still doing really well, and I'm hearing that from title companies. Nate, some of the lenders you're working with, are you hearing from them that they're staying pretty busy too?
Sounds like it's picked up over the last couple months for them. I know some of them for a while they were like, it's pretty slow, but it's picked up for them in the last month or so.
I mean, rates have kind of trickled down. Yeah,
Yep.
you must be at the office. I hear a train.
Train in the background, like every 5 minutes. Oh man.
Yeah. Yes, we love the Goshen office. I work from home when we do the podcast. I've got all my recording material here. But Nate, I think that's it. We can cut one nice 10-minute episode here, unless you had anything else you wanted to cover.
I mean, not to be discouraging, but it's just some of these have been looking for, at least 9 to 10 months. And it's like, unfortunately, the longer we look, the more expensive the property you're looking for, the more expensive it gets. And it can be tough, trying to find that stuff. And I've also found that we're starting to see multiple offers again. I'm going to show a house tomorrow morning. It just went on the market yesterday. And they already have an offer on it. They want all offers by Sunday. And that's not the first time. I had a couple houses last week where by the time we got to it, they had multiple offers. And there was one actually earlier this week, south side of Goshen had 9 offers on it.
Wow.
I mean, it's good for the sellers, which is great. If you're a seller, that's awesome. Your home value is going to rise, and that's great. We're all for that, but it is tough, especially when I work mostly with buyers. It's tough. I mean, it's especially when they have their budget and their pre-approval and they can't go higher than a certain amount. It's hard.
Yeah, it's tough. And I think you said it really well early in that when you said, if you've been looking for a while and you're thinking, hey, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to beat up the seller, you might want to change your mindset, especially with the market as it is now, a lot of multiple offers, a lot of very strong. If the home is priced right, do yourself a favor, pull the trigger, because if the rates go down even a little bit, we're already seeing a strong seller's market where there's a lot of buyers out there. If rates go down at all, it's going to get flooded again. And
that's my fear, because that's our buyers do not need low rate. I mean, okay, that sounds bad, but really in reality, although you want a low rate right now, if we get low rates, if we see for some reason under 6%, you're going to see inflated prices again. So
it's going to go nuts. Yep. You're going to get way over asking price offers. So do yourself a favor. If you are looking, don't be afraid to pull the trigger right now. Get the right house. We're not telling you to go buy the first house you look at, but get your house. You're going to build so much equity. If this market truly takes off like we expect it to, you're going to build so much equity just in your first couple of years. Because it should go. I think that's what most people are expected. It's already kind of started. Like you mentioned, my last couple listings have had multiple offers. These new ones that are going up are selling within a week or so. It's time, guys. If you're out there looking, don't wait for the 5%. It's probably never coming back again, at least not anytime soon. So you can always get your 6.5 or 6.75, whatever it may be right now. And if it does go down, just refinance, and do yourself the favor of building equity right now. All right, Nate, you good?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
All right, everybody. Well, I hope everybody had a good weekend, because this is hopefully going to air Monday morning if Nick did everything right. Thank you for tuning in to the Realty Rundown, where Nick knows you get wise replies. Thank you, Nathan, for joining us and for helping and doing an amazing job that you do for our buyers.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you guys.